Hey there, and welcome to day 15. My God, we're halfway through, guys. Can we just take a deep breath one moment and breathe in the changes? That pretty much sums up the lesson, the episode for today. Today is all about this moment. Today is all about consciousness. It's all about kindness. And most of all, our inner child. See, many of these sessions, we talk to something inside of us. And I want you to now know what we're talking to. It's the part inside of you, your inner child, the part that's divinely, I don't know if that's how you say it, but godly. It's the part of you that lives forever, that actually is endless. The part of you, the one that felt and went through all the stuff you've ever been through and has it all together in one place. It's the part of you that really knows everything, really knows right from wrong. That part is the part that we want to be aligned with. And yet somehow most of us are so far from it. And this is just a human phenomenon. We tend to treat ourselves the way we were treated because that's our comfort zone and that's what we know. However, we hated when people treated us like that. Today's episode is just about seeing how far you've come, enjoying here and now, loving this moment right here, right now. Because we don't spend enough time being proud of ourselves. And we keep wanting to move forward. But really, when you bake a cake, you can't just dump everything into the batter and then put it in the oven and then it's ready. You got to do each ingredient slowly. Put it all together. Mix it properly. Put it in at the right time, at the right temperature. And then you get the cake you want. And you do it one thing wrong and it all flops. So instead of rushing this process, let's look at it like a cake. Slowly but surely we can bake it. But the recipe book, you know who's got it? The one inside, that little girl inside, that little boy inside, that being inside that knows everything. That knows exactly where you've been and what you've been through. It knows exactly where you want to go, what your dreams are. And yet somehow we find it, many times I find it to be my enemy. And from what I've heard from my clients, many people find it to be the enemy. It's the one, she or he holds the key. My little one, she knows how to unlock the world I want. And as long as it's a world I'm going to take her with me to, she wants it too. So does your little one. And right now, this isn't about how do we unlock that world. This is actually about recognizing, holy crap, that being inside of me that I've been treating like crap actually loves me, actually wants, the only thing it wants from me is my time and my patience and my love and my gentleness and my gratitude. So let's give it to it. Let's give it to ourselves, the space right now, today, to feel good enough, to feel great with where you're at. A year ago, where were you? And where are you right now? How many things did you not know about that you know today? How many things did you think you'd never be able to do and you've done? Sit in this moment, just for a moment, sit here. And let it hug you. Let the moment hug you. And give yourself the space to be. A year ago, a bit over a year ago, I would say, I was laying in bed all day, scared. Well, that wasn't a year ago. That was more like 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I would say, I was laying in bed, scared to get out because I was afraid of people. I was afraid of what would happen. I was so anxious, and I had already learned a lot of techniques, but I just didn't know the right combination, how to bake the cake right. I would flop it every time. And it was scary. Life was scary. The world was scary. I never thought I'd get out. I struggled with suicide ideation. I really thought I was going to kill myself one day. I was hoping I wouldn't. But that became a comfort zone because I always knew there was a way out then. It was a scary time for me. Now that's my story. Everyone has their own. 2 years ago, where were you? And not on the peachy planet, where were you really? And now look at where you are today. What weren't you able to imagine 2 years ago that you'd be able to do, and today you're doing it? And we're not looking back to be in pain. We're looking back to show that girl like this. I know that back then you didn't think it was ever possible, but I want you to come join me in the now and see how beautiful it is. See what I'm creating. See the freedom I have. See the fact that I'm not afraid anymore. You are doing an amazing job. You have so much to be proud of. You've moved mountains already, and you have many more to move. And you're ready for it. Today, let's just enjoy here and now, right this moment. Allow it to take over. This is the moment you were waiting for. This is it. This is me telling you you've arrived at a destination you never knew you could. You've arrived at a destination of recognizing that this is a process and it will take time, and it's okay. And if you haven't arrived there yet, take the moment right now to arrive there, to accept that this will take time and that is okay. That is the beauty of life, and that is your beauty. And with that, let's go have a beautiful day for ourselves.